Good morning from Kansas, guys. Today is June 12th. It is Tuesday. We spent the night here, local lake. We've camped out here before. You guys can see the BC powder in the background. I guess it's over there. Yeah. Friend of ours, Marissa used to work with her. I worked with her too at one of the restaurants I worked with. She was actually Marissa's boss. Her and her daughter came out here and camped out with us last night, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I know I'm looking a little rough. So, basically, it's pretty cheap to camp out here at Lake Afton. It's $12 a night, $5 a car, I believe. And since we have two vehicles, you guys do the math. Anyway, we're getting ready to head back to Colorado today. As soon as we get cleaned up, get our showers, we're gonna get on the road. There's trouble. Let him run around a little bit before we get out. And where we're going, our first stop is called Flagler, Colorado. There is actually it's a wildlife refuge, and it's basically first come, first serve type of camping. It's free camping. When we were on our way to Colorado the first time, when we left April 3rd, that was the first place we camped. So, anyway, long story short, we're heading to Colorado. Should be fun. We're actually, instead of last time we were in Colorado, we spent almost a month there, 3 weeks. Now, one of our best friends, they want to be up in South Dakota for the 4th of July. Well, it being June 12th, we're going to start making our way up there. I looked everywhere in Colorado to try to get a state park yesterday. Called. And Colorado, the way they do stuff is through Reserve America. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you have to call, and they want you to make a reservation at least 3 days ahead of time. Yeah. So, we're going to be in Colorado today, and it's not 3 days ahead of time. What the plans are is we're going to make it to Flagler, which is about, I want to say, an hour and a half away from Denver. We're going to stay the night in Flagler. Before we leave we're basically back home. We're in the Wichita area. We're close to Goddard, Kansas, which is like a suburb of Wichita, and on the west side. And so what we're going to do, before we leave Wichita, I'm going to fill up the generator full of gas. And I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, Jesus, Adam, why haven't you done an oil change on that thing? It's still running fine. I'm thinking, we could do an oil change there in Flagler. I have gas tanks and then fill it up with gas. But we're just going to run it during the night, is the whole thing. Depending on what time of day we get there. Because it's going to be hot just like it is here, and we're not going to have any AC. So, what I'm thinking about doing is filling it up before we leave, filling up another gas can, because it'll run 8 hours on a full tank of gas. That's pretty much through the night. And then in the morning, we're going to leave, run a couple of errands in Denver tomorrow morning, and then make our way to Fort Collins. So, it is what it is. And then we're going to be in Fort Collins for 4 days, and then by, I believe it's the 17th, we're going to make our way to Wyoming. Now, I'm still looking at free campsites in Wyoming and RV parkies and stuff like that. See what we can find, state parks. Because right now, as it's standing, and I've said this before, I'm never going to ask for money on YouTube. No reason. I mean, you see the millennial, you know, whatever, millennial minimists or whatever they're called, and then you got Eamon and Beck, you know, Evie Nova and Jed, you know, Jed and all them, well, Into the Mystery 13. They started YouTube, when they started doing YouTube, it was like 2-3 years ago, except for Evie Nova. And I don't ever expect to make any money. In fact, I had 95 subscribers on this channel, and now I'm down to 93. 2 of you guys left, which, it's fine. I don't blame you. I'm not here to really entertain you guys. This is basically for our family and friends to know that we're safe and we're okay. And to share a little bit of adventure with them so they can stay at their regular jobs and do what they do. So anyway, I'm rambling again, but we'll be in Colorado today. I think after we get our showers, clean everything up, we'll be on the road. I really don't want to get there in the middle of the day, but I really don't want to run this van through the heat. It's too long. So anyway, thought I'd give you guys kind of a view of the surroundings that we're in. It's Kansas. It's a Kansas lake. To me, there's nothing really a lot to see, but maybe you guys would like to check this out. So here we go. And granted, we're not by the water. We're kind of close to the entrance to Lake Afton. But here we go, guys. Alright, so, not too shabby, huh? That's what basically a lake in Kansas looks like. So, anyway, one cool thing about Lake Afton is they have a place here that you can fly. I want to say those RC airplanes, the mini airplanes, remote control, or, well, nowadays everybody flies drones. But there's a place out here you can fly, and there's even a runway. I wish, you know, I was closer to it. I could videotape that part. It's kind of neat. I think it is. Anyway, we're making our way back towards Colorado. Sorry, I haven't taken a shower yet today. I'm gonna do that before we hit the road. Get cleaned up, have some breakfast, maybe make some coffee. Then on our way back to Colorado, where hopefully the temperatures will be a lot cooler, because we're going to Fort Collins. I'm from Fort Collins, Wyoming. Now, I'm thinking about this. I heard on YouTube don't know. Oh yeah, was it YouTube? It might have been Facebook. Somebody says it's snowing in Montana. That's where I want to go. So we'll see. Like I said before, we're low on cash. Check the non-link below for a non-Patreon link, because there won't be one. And then also check that there won't be a PayPal link. I don't need you guys' money. We'll be fine. I will never ask for money. Just how it is. Don't have enough views, don't have enough subscribers to even get the Google AdSense on my videos. And even if I did, I like watching people's videos that don't have ads. Like, you watch Wandering Dana, no ads. Couple other people like Ford Van Man, and he, FBM, he never asked for any money. He never will. Now, one thing, when you come back home, I might sell this. You're like, what? You might sell your van? I might sell the van. Thing about Wichita, we have a lot of breweries popping up. Before I decided to do this about over a year ago, I was a chef at a well-known steakhouse here in Wichita, Kansas. I'm well known in the culinary community here. There is jobs here for me. We've only been on the road a little over 2 months. I'm not knocking people that do this and have this lifestyle. I'm just saying, I don't think it's for us. It is what it is. We're more of a go to the lake on the weekend type of people. But anyway, hope everybody's doing great, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.